Hey wrestling fans! Today's video is dedicated to the legends we've lost along the way, the champions who gave their all in the ring and won our hearts forever. We're going to relive some of their unforgettable matches, iconic moments, and the impact they had on the wrestling world. And don't go anywhere, because we have some shocking news about Liv Morgan at the end of this video that's sure to stir up the wrestling community. Let's get ready to honor these warriors and dive into an emotional tribute. Pat Patterson, born January 19, 1941.
Dominic Mysterio continues to be WWE's biggest player. Liv Morgan is expected to miss several months of in-ring action due to a serious shoulder injury. Vince Russo, WWE's former head writer, thinks the company would be wrong to keep the 31-year-old off television. On the June 16 episode of Raw, Morgan sustained a dislocated shoulder shortly after her match against Kairi Sane began. While some injured WWE stars remain on TV in non-wrestling roles, others are removed from storylines before returning when their injury has healed. Russo said on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Writing with Russo that WWE's higher-ups are likely to write Morgan out of her current Raw storyline. However, he believes the Judgment Day member should continue to make on-screen appearances. "Bro, the biggest mistake they're gonna make is to leave Liv Morgan home," Russo said. "That's the biggest mistake they're gonna make. Now, I understand. I think she needs surgery. Bro, if she needs surgery, she needs to be home for a month. That's fine. But WWE is wasting an opportunity if she's out 4 months and you have her sitting at home for 4 months. 0:43. 1 o'clock. Morgan looked set to face Nikki Bella at the All-Women's Evolution event on July 13. Bella was due to appear on last week's Raw, but her segment was nixed following Morgan's injury. Vince Russo explains why Liv Morgan is important to WWE. Over the last year, Liv Morgan has become one of WWE's most prominent characters. The Raw star is Dominic Mysterio's on-screen girlfriend and currently holds the Women's Tag Team Championship with Raquel Rodriguez. Vince Russo told host Dr. Chris Featherstone that Morgan should stay on television because she is a crucial part of WWE programming. She should be home, rest up until she gets clearance that she can go back to work to not wrestle. She needs to be a part of these shows because she's one of the only characters they have. But you and I know damn well, Chris, they do everything for the pop, so they are gonna have her sit home, and then here comes Royal Rumble. And it's like, okay, guys, so for that one pop, you're gonna sacrifice 3 months of television. Bro, it's ridiculous. 141. Morgan is also likely to miss WWE's first 2-night SummerSlam event on August 2-3. The show will take place in the Women's Tag Team Champions' home state of New Jersey. The morning air in Stamford, Connecticut, carried a cold whisper of change as the glass doors of WWE headquarters slid open. Bruce Martin, a former WWE staff writer with a knack for predicting storyline blunders, sipped a burnt coffee from a local gas station. He wasn't supposed to be back here. Not really. Not after being let go 2 years earlier during a creative department overhaul. But when he heard rumblings about Liv Morgan, something told him WWE was about to fumble. Again. "I'm telling you," Bruce muttered into his phone, pacing outside the building. "They're about to ruin her return. Mark my words. This isn't a comeback. It's a burial in disguise." On the other end, Raj Giri, a veteran wrestling journalist, listened intently. "You sure about this? I heard they're prepping something big. She's hot right now. Mainstream buzz, social media explosion, merch flying." Bruce scoffed. "That's exactly why they're gonna screw it up. Vince may be gone, but the machine still eats its own." He paused, glancing toward the building he once worked in. The very halls where storylines were born and sabotage. She's injured. The fans are hungry for her, and you know what they're gonna do when she's cleared. Push someone else. Bury Liv under a shock twist that makes zero sense. Give me a name, Raj pressed. Who replaces her? Bruce sighed. Tiffany Stratton, or Nia Jax, or someone they think fits the shock factor. All flash, no burn. Classic misread of the fanbase. Liv's comeback should have been her Daniel Bryan moment. But they don't see her that way. Raj paused. Off the record. Bruce smirked. Printed. Exclusive. Chapter 2. Liv Morgan's Crossroads. Liv Morgan lay back in her physical therapy room in Orlando, eyes closed, music pulsing softly in her ears. The shoulder surgery had gone well. The pain was bearable. But the whispers, those were unbearable. You heard they're moving on, right? Her trainer had casually said a week ago. Creatives got other ideas. She didn't show it then, but it had gutted her. After clawing her way to the top in 2022, winning Money in the Bank, cashing in on Ronda Rousey, and holding the SmackDown Women's Championship, Liv felt like she had finally arrived. Not just as a character, but as a cornerstone. Now it seemed the ground was shifting again. She opened her phone, scrolled Twitter. X now, she reminded herself, and saw her name trending. Not because of an official return, but because of a leak. AXTLUSIV. WWE set to make major creative shift away from Liv Morgan as return nears. X-writer calls it a huge mistake. Her chest tightened. She knew the game. Leaks didn't happen by accident. This was a test balloon. Someone inside WWE was floating the idea, checking how fans would react. If the backlash wasn't strong enough, they'd move forward with someone else. Chapter 3. Triple H's Dilemma. Paul Triple H Levesque sat in his office at Titan Towers, a dozen booking sheets scattered across the table. The women's division summit had gone long. Again. Opinions clashed. Visions collided. Becky was demanding a fresh feud. Rhea Ripley wanted a big SummerSlam moment. Tiffany Stratton had just impressed at a dark match. And Liv. Liv was weeks from being cleared, but there was no certainty she'd be slotted back in. Shawn Michaels had texted earlier. She's looking sharp in rehab. You'd be stupid to pass her up. Triple H sighed. Liv was popular, no doubt, but the company's momentum had shifted. They needed stars who could cross over into pop culture. Ones who looked good on red carpets and posters. Stratton had the buzz. And then there was Jade Cargill, lurking, ready to explode into the title picture. We can't push everyone at once, he muttered. But we damn sure better not screw this up. A knock at the door broke the tension. Come in, he called. It was Kathy Kelly, carrying a folder. Social Sentiment Report. Thought you'd want to see. He flipped through the first page. Liv Morgan. Top 3 most mentioned female WWE stars. And she hadn't wrestled in 6 months. Fans haven't forgotten her, Kathy said. Triple H rubbed his beard. No, but we might have. Chapter 4. The Plan and the Mistake. 2 weeks later, the decision was made. Liv Morgan would return on Raw, but not in a hero's welcome. Not as the plucky fan favorite fighting from under. She'd be turning heel. The new creative angle. She'd attack Becky Lynch, cost her the title, align with Damage CTRO 2.0, a jarring, out-of-nowhere twist designed to shake things up. Bruce Martin saw the leaked plan the day it hit Reddit. He laughed bitterly. There it is. Raj Giri texted, so it's true. She's going heel. Bruce replied simply, biggest mistake they'll make this year.